don't do no talking, we know what they do for the views. If I took a loss, no, I got it all back. They just wanna talk, so we gonna.
Yeah. You know the story. It's heavy in the air. When a father turns to shadows, how could you even dare? Yo, Will Henry, you a sucker. Let's break it down. Claim you a man, but where's your crown? Put your hands up, kid. You taught him how to fight, but you ain't fighting right, man. This ain't no light. You grab your son, run off like a thief in the night. Where's the love? This ain't how you raise a child, right? Kicking your son out like he's just a game piece. How you claim to be a dad, forgetting his release. Will Henry, you a sucker. Can't you see the glare? Claiming blackmail in the myth. You think no one cares? Special needs child, you're running from the truth. But every word you spit just reveals your own you. Admitting the violence, it's hard for me to trust. Fighting your kid, nah, that's just unjust. 6'2", but he's still your son at the core. Raising fists over lessons, that ain't what you're for. Talk about forgiveness, but you let ego reign. Dragging things out like a puppet on a chain. You think you're tough, man, but underneath is weak. Claiming power with fists when it should be love you seek. Allegations swirling, made public and raw. Yet you try to justify and glaze over the flaw. Just look in the mirror, see the man you become. A name in the charts, but what's under that drum? Will Henry, you a sucker, got all eyes on you. Blackmail and violence, is that the best you can do? Special needs child, you claim it's all fine, but the truth's in the lineup, is living in every line. Will Henry, you a sucker, got all eyes on you. Blackmail and violence, is that the best you can do? Special needs child, you claim it's all fine, but the truth's in the lineup, is living in every line. Look, I'm not built to watch a man tear down his own. You need to change direction before the seed you sown. A name ain't a warrior, it's the truth that empowers. So rise up, Will, and stop hiding in the towers. Yeah. You know the story. It's heavy in the air.
What up, everybody, man?
How could you even dare?
Share this, lots to talk about.
Let's break it down. Claim you
We're gonna get into battle rapper Geechee Gotti arrested, man. The difference between Ohio crime, the same crime in California, so that should be pretty easy. Good afternoon. Definitely share this. You know, talk about Ray from Dallas, you know, Free Karen Reed movement, favorite blogger. And a little bit about battle rap. If you don't know battle rap, don't worry. I'm going to explain in the simplest way possible. We're going to talk about Geechee Gotti, man. One of the best battle rappers in the world. Got busted in Ohio
My grandmother's wisdom
with a whole lot of drugs.
Treat women with respect, that's how
that.
you roll. You think aggression's a sign of your might, but a real man knows how to stand up and fight. For those who can't, for those who are weak, instead of throwing punches, have a heart when you speak.
Yeah, disrespect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor they fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
You're a king now, you ain't got the throne. Real kings uplift, they're not out here alone. In a world where ego rules, I stay grounded and true. Building up my circle like my mother's taught me to do. So listen close, this isn't just art, it's a testament of strength, straight from the heart. I'm a product of Queens, respect in my veins. Let the legacy live on through joys and the pains.
Yeah, disrespect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor their fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
Battle rapper Geechee Gotti arrested, man. Everyone's saying free Geechee, free Geechee. Free Geechee Gotti, they are all saying.
Oh. We living in a storm. You feel the heat. Cease and desist, the letters drop on the concrete. Yeah. How many times they served them, count the notes again. Phone again, say hi, yeah, we know the names cause they tend to pull that paper quick. It's a game they play. Palazzo, Murray, Braga, lawsuit on the way. Lawyer up cause the guilty got the shadiest moves. Hiding behind they titles while they take off they shoes. Cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we point the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, Billy, don't you have some makeup to put on? Head into the shower room, but where's the truth gone? Anna Maria, what a tale to throw around. Social media buzzing, watch the drama resound. Sleeping around campus, are you set to teach? What example you setting your message out of reach? Man, teachers doing wrong, they get them on replay. Billy's game is so weak, send her back to the play. Predatory instincts, what's the lesson to learn? You think the tables turn when it's your turn to burn. Cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we pouring the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we pouring the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, special man with a word like restraining orders. One for his own daughter, ain't doing this supporters. Another level low, where morals just drift. Parenting's a skill, man, you missed that gift. It's a cycle of hurt, but he don't even see the damage that he does when you lack empathy. Teachers should uplift, nurture and inspire, but we see the shadows and they rise ever higher. Look closely, don't ignore the cries of the youth. We gotta stand together, gotta fight for the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cease and desist, echo through the halls they roam, but the truth won't be silenced from the kids finding home. It's a call to be better, let the past fall away. Pawn again, say hi, let them know we're here to stay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, we living in a storm.
Big shout out right here to Alex and all the survivors. You know, this next song, last one, is Rise Up, Stand Up for anybody that was a victim of a SA. Shout out to you. But this one's dedicated to you guys.
Listen up. We're taking a stand for every survivor. We break the silence on command. Yo, are we condemning the man, painting them with blame, not believing the truth, calling survivors insane? Alex, I stand with you, you're not alone in this fight. We're tearing down the shame, stepping into the light. Predators lurk, they hide in the night. Turtleboy pops up, ready to ignite. Re-traumatizing victims, shaming they past, calling them liars, but this truth's gonna last. We rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain. Yeah, yeah, Melanie Little, stop backing so proud, bragging about the fortune, got your head in the cloud. You supported Ray from Dallas, what's the deal? How you still stand with him after all the survivors appeal? You said you fight back, but where's your support? Grifting on their backs, how do you report deceptions in the shadows? Hiding what's true, we're calling you out. It's time to break through.
This is for the children who suffer in silence, for the ones who got lost in the cycles of violence. Stand up together, break the spell of the weak. We're done with the silence. United we
rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain.
time to bring down down, will the glare of Uncle Debbie too. Mental instability, it's time to see it through. Jessica Machado, your hatred for Nan's clear. You hide behind your anger, it's time we persevere. Raised dressed like a sheep, but he's hunting on kin. A wolf in disguise, but we'll never give in. This fight ain't over, we're rising like flames. For every survivor, we're calling out names.
We rise, we shout against all the lies. No more stigma, no more alibis. Stand with us, hear every survivor's decree. Against the predators, we'll stand strong and free. We rise up. We rise up. We rise up. We rise up. Listen up.
What's up, everybody, man? How we doing today? Happy to see y'all. Hopefully, y'all happy to see me. You know, couple things. I seen today that let me get this out of here. Battle rapper Geechee Gotti arrested in Ohio. And it made me wonder. I don't know if any of y'all follow much battle rap, you know, but this is battle rapper Geechee Gotti. He battles on URL TV. It's probably the biggest it's the biggest battle rap platform basically in the world. They say they're the NBA of battle rap, you know. So here's a guy that battled all the best, all the top names. You know, you would think he made plenty of money. Turtleboy is losing some serious subscribers, man. We're gonna get to that. I want to. I retweeted something on X, you know, but yeah, he's down a couple thousand. See, it is working. You know, you just keep doing what you're doing. You know, hey, when we're not gonna take him down, we're not gonna beat him, but you know what? Letting people know the kind of person that he is, and we're gonna get to that a little bit because with this Ray from Dallas situation, you know, it all ties in. But you know, with Geechee Gotti being arrested, you know, battle rap isn't making the money that people think it is, you know, so that's something that we'll get up with, you know, because in you know, in the last couple of years, you know, you would think one of the top name battle rappers, you know, really made, you know, came up, made some money, but rap music, hip hop, battle rap, it's really not what people think it's all choked up to be, because these guys are out here robbing pharmacies allegedly in Ohio. You know, they had, I think, 4,000 pills like opiates, you know, fentanyl, all types of stuff. And when the police finally caught up with them, they said, "You guys been." Yeah, no, it's definitely not a little bit of weed. Turtleboy is talking himself down. No one should feel bad when he goes to prison. Absolutely, you know, and like I said over on the JFK show, you know, I don't wish prison on anybody, but when you look at the facts of the case, New Brunswick, Canada. Wow. Shout out to New Brunswick, Canada. I've been far up there into like delivering to post offices, like deep into Maine and stuff. And I know I've seen signs like last exit before, you know, the border. You know, last exit before the border. But yeah, so now what does Corey have on Turtleboy? That's the question. I'll tell you what, if you go back and listen a couple streams I did ago, I talked about Turtleboy came defending Corey so fast because he feels he has to. He feels that he has to defend Corey because if Corey talks about them behind the scenes conversations they had after him, Will, they all came into touch and they promoted him, just like you watch Turtle Boy is about to promote, you know, the um the mama best friend, almost cousin. You know what I mean? That you seen, allegedly, got 250 from Corey, 250 from JFK, 250 from Turtle Boy. But then it switched up last night where Turtle Boy, oh, I didn't pay, but I think that could be a narrative. I think she could be so grimy that she was talking too honest when she said, "Yo, where's my fee? It's all about the money." Hell yeah, she got 250 from everyone, and you watch, and now Turtle Boy is gonna try to promote her. She's gonna be doing a show tonight, and he's gonna be her hitter going after the Kate Peters and also going after Meredith. You watch, that's gonna be the new hitter. Aiden's pride had him in prison. It's too bad because he could be a great entertainer. Let me get Geechee Gotti's face out of here. Here's the thing, like, and I have said this before that the movement could have been very, very, very spectacular, when Karen Reed was acquitted, because this could have been a space where we could have possibly helped other people flip their cases, or maybe people that got a bad deal, like the Eddie O'Briens, and that is my opinion. After reading the transcripts, I don't feel Eddie O'Brien got a fair trial, with other DNA in the house, and there was over 56, samples taken, and the notes say it all. You go back and read so there's plenty of Eddie O'Briens out there. There's plenty of people that do not get a fair trial, and I think this movement could have really sparked that, and it had so much energy, but instead it went negative. Yes, she said, of course, she said that, but I think that was after the fact. Her original statement was that she charged him 250, JFK 250, and of course, she's going to get her fee from everyone. Her time is money. She's going to get paid. That was her original statement. And she was so fast to spit that off the tongue, she didn't even have time. She didn't even think about it. So I kind of believe that statement to be more credible than, TV talks to her behind the scenes. She's there with Corey. TV's Corey's boy. He says, "Listen, man, we can't tell these people that I'm giving you the 250, but I'll also put your Cash App out there." I mean, I got to go with her original statement, that she's getting paid. That's her fee. You know what I mean? She says straight up, "I'm a hustler and you can't beat me." I'm like, okay, time to grow up, but okay, you know. But, give me 1 second. Go through some emails. Andrea is exhausting. She won't last. She's too crass. She is a headache. Oh, absolutely. I didn't watch it, just a clip. I'm not surprised. I kind of thought she really Did it charge Ray? Yeah, I mean, I don't think so either, but not, but she got her 250 from JFK, but they do okay over there. Shout out to JFK. Oh, absolutely. And that's that mentality, hey, I know it. I came up in the hood, not no Dallas hood, but she does taxes and reach out to her. If absolutely, if you need some taxes done, shit, God bless. You know, oh yeah, they said 50 states. You know, but yeah, if you need them taxes done, shout out. But yeah, I mean, even like when she was on the JFK show, and they said, okay, take Correa out of it, take Alex out of it, take everybody out of it, and you hear this story. Do you believe it? She's like, no, oh, hell no. And it's like, you kind of gotta believe it, and you can't be, just assuming things. No, yeah, not hot at all. I've been doing my own for the last couple of years. The only time I went a couple of years ago, only because I skipped a year, and we had some 1099 stuff to mix into it. So, but other than that, me and my wife, we do our own taxes, and because we got to put all these 1099s together. But but here is when this YouTube BS, right? This YouTube drama turns into real world consequences. You know. But what's up, everybody? I'm Mikey. I don't hide who I am. I'm the host of Can We Keep It Real podcast, and today we're gonna look at this situation that's exploding across these YouTube streets. This is like this got to be called the dirty side of the free Karen Reed movement. But now we're getting involved in family conflicts, online alliances, accusations from decades ago, what was it, like 27 years ago, and the way certain creators are using people as pawns in their own personal battles. Not saying and I just think that's everybody across all different genres of YouTube. It's dog eat dog out there, I guess. But this episode, we're not taking sides. Look, we're always talking about patterns, behaviors, the truth behind the screens. And some people say, why would Alex come to a public platform to get his story out? Because you know what? This is where the guy is. TB is messing with the wrong type of people. He can't handle. Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. Isn't he always? Isn't he always? And his mouth might write a check. His ass can't cash. Absolutely. But definitely TB has patterns, and we see them patterns over and over. And here we go again, how he recruits these people. He sees them, he sets it all up, and they do the dirty work. So recently, to catch people up on the JFK show, a man known as, we'll call him Alex from Dallas, came forward and said his cousin, known online as Ray from Dallas, allegedly harmed him when he was a child, right? So now these serious allegations go back 27 years, right? There's no court case. There's no legal filings. We can't look at no paperwork. There is no documentation. It's just one person's account against the other denying it. So right now, who's right? Who's wrong? It's his word versus mama best friend's cousin's word, or whoever however they're related, Ray from Dallas, Alex from Dallas, you know, the reaction to the allegations, of course they are bad, and this is where we go from, where online shit can become real fast. It could get real fast. We don't know the type of, we don't know the temperature in different people's environment, the temperatures in different people's families, but for months, right from Dallas, because, like JFK says, we don't know Correa. We know Ray from Dallas, right? For months, Ray from Dallas has been online, right? Acting as a damn attack dog for the turtle. Ray wasn't just debating people. He was going in. He was like definitely going in, targeting anybody that disagreed with that little mud ass turtle. Anybody harassing him, insulting him, saying the most vile shit. Things he said about Karen Reed, and he hid behind a screen. He hid behind a username. But that was Will the Glare, I think. He set that part up because remember Morbid? Will the Glare always had somebody on his right hand that basically stayed off screen, and I think they kind of like gave him the alley oops. But while Ray was doing all this behind a username, behind a screen, behind a damn emoji, and he went low on some people. Come on, he went very, very low. And I think people started asking, why is this Ray so damn invested? Where the hell did he come from? In 38 days, he blew up. And like he said, he thought in 38 days he sent JFK and his crew packing. They say you tried to cancel his Christmas. But they were able to come back and rebound for like 30 something Eddie O'Brien episodes that turned out to be a pretty great case. And I understand that they're writing another part of the book about evidence that the JFK show actually discovered. Imagine that. So everyone that talks all that shit about JFK, that's pretty friggin' awesome. That they're going to write another part of the book that they wrote, and from things that they discovered from the JFK show. Like, not bad for a couple, like, what do you call them? Like, hood boogers from Lynn. So shout out to JFK, Kevy Kev and all them guys, for doing that. So say what you want about them, but I think they're good people. You know what I mean? We had a little spat, but we was able to straighten it out. Shout out to James Jackson, he said something, I said it was a lie, and but I heard his blog about it. Yeah. The Met puppets, like this, like the cock crew, but I come from a place similar, to where they come from. I come from Providence originally, like grew up in the hood too, and it's like, if people in your neighborhood is wearing, shell top Adidas, windbreakers, name belts, bucket hats, that's what we were wearing. Pro Keds with the fat laces, like. And I said this the other day. It ain't like I appreciate that, man. Support. Shout out to JFK. Like we came up in some poverty ass world, and one thing that she said, Andrea, that I agreed with, and then she went right off the rails, is she said they don't want us unifying together, talking about the blacks and like the whites, the poor whites. And that's what Martin Luther King was doing. And Mrs. Applegate, an old black lady that lived in my neighborhood, she used to say back in the day the same thing, that we still don't respect Dr. Martin Luther King. We still can't honor his wishes. But she kind of said that if we unite, and when we go to heaven, that you know there's not going to be a section for whites, a section for blacks. It's going to be everybody. We're all going to burn, white, black, all that shit. So, but after that, she's just out there. Total nutcase. Um, yeah, but shout out to them guys. So, you know, say what you want about them, but I just wanted to, first I want to say James Jackson. He apologized for what he said, accusing me of, being a persona that I'm not, and shout out to him, and I apologize anything that I may have said to him. And JFK spoke up for him the other day, and he said sometimes James Jackson just kind of puts everything into like a snowball, and puts it all out there. So, but yeah, no, shout out to them guys, and I just think that we all, you know, um, where we come from, maybe we have ego and we feel we have to always stand up for what we believe in. JFK and his crew have much more integrity in their middle finger than Turtleboy and their crew have in their entire body. In my opinion, Turtleboy is jealous of JFK. I like that. Absolutely. And I said that long ago, that it wasn't JFK that was doing the dividing. There's a video of Turtleboy now reading, whether it's a fan, a contact, but reading that lady, I think Miss Lisa, reading her personal text messages. Like, how can you trust this guy? Yeah, Andrea said she didn't pay Ray or TB, but I think that was I think that was all set up. I think when she said the other day she paid, we all must practice slow to speak, quick to listen, per word of God. TB, his head got too big. He's out of control. Oh yeah, and I really think it's gonna come back down, and I think what he said the other day about Alex, laughing at him, mocking him, that was crazy. Because we don't know. We're just saying, all right, we believe Alex because we hate the turtle. I believed Alex from the first night. Just things Alex said. Like I said when I came on the JFK show, Alex was dropping some gems that, you know, Alex was dropping some gems that if you listen to, it was kind of like when you say, "Oh, I'm asking for a friend. My friend has a situation, but you really don't want to say. You really don't want to say that. It's really you. So you're kind of pretending it's for a friend. And then when he said, "I am the receipt." Yeah, forbid anybody ask questions, and then they want to threaten with police, and they want to threaten with statues, and it's like, come on, man. Like, and then if you don't show up, you're a puss. Yes, exactly. That's a good reason to believe, Alex, because you are mature. And not for nothing, why is any man, especially in the hood, where in people that don't come from the hood, inside the hood, it's very ego driven. No, I don't want no one to disrespect me. No one nobody allows that disrespect. You got to walk around with too much ego because you don't want to, God forbid, you don't want to let anyone think you're soft. So for Alex to come out there at 37 years old, pretty much still in the prime, like still, he has to stand on them corners. He has to go to the corner bodega or the corner store or whatever you call it in your neighborhood. He has to drive around. He has to get things done. So now people are gonna look at him like, damn, man, what the, and you let, a man that, even though he was 10 years old, but he's saying it now at 37. And, how tough that is for a boy. And boys suffer with that all the time. And that's why boys, a lot more than girls, keep it held in because it's even more embarrassing. I don't think Aiden can make any change. Do I think Aiden could make change? I mean, he seems like an involved father and quite nice when he isn't being TB. But what about like the dude sent pictures of his kids? The case that was recently, he recently sued somebody. He was in court. Ryan, I think his name was. I knew, and Alex said, "I am the receipt." Yes, exactly. That he was talking about himself. My heart went out to him at that point. It was so sad, but I'm glad he felt comfortable enough on the JFK show. No, absolutely. But a day before Turtleboy had to go to court a couple years back, he shared picture. He put pictures of his kids allegedly in the bathtub online, so people would have sympathy for him. He got caught, so the judge would have sympathy for him. Did things like that. I mean, this is what this guy did, and he's always quick to say, like he does now, "Oh, I was hacked. I was hacked." If you go back and do the research, this is a repeated cycle. It's just a different meredith. Like this happens over and over. Goes to the police station. "I was hacked. I was hacked." If you go back and do the research, he's been doing this for years. This is just a different meredith altogether. And it's just as men like Turtleboy that just, and those pictures of his children in the bathtub are still online. Aiden is a sick, but yeah. And then he says today there's a similar situation. I think I seen a video of him talking about it, saying, "Oh, I can't believe somebody would do that, bro. This happens over and over again." You know, he'll tell you this. This isn't even allegedly. His daughter walked in his house and he was standing up, taking care of business by himself, knowing that his daughter was around. My daughter's outside playing in the yard. I am not in my house. Like, absolutely. That's why his name's Turtle Man. My daughter's outside playing. Like, we are not in our room or in the middle of the living room getting freaky with it. What he said about the 13 and 14-year-olds. How he said he's sick in the head. He has fantasies about 13 and 14-year-olds. These are his words on video coming out of his mouth. He is a sick man. and I know I'm not going to take him down. But if I just keep sending the word, if I just keep spreading the message, hello, welcome. If I keep spreading the message, one more person will unsubscribe. Absolutely. And this is why, right there, go back a few episodes, I talked about it. Turtleboy don't want Ray from Dallas speaking. Somebody should say, Ray from Dallas, what's up? How much you want? He will take himself down if this is who he is. Absolutely. Absolutely. The truth always shows. Yeah, the truth don't need defending. So when Ray from Dallas was doing all his BS, I think people started asking, yo, what's up with this guy? What the hell? Who is he? And people just knew he was on TB's payroll. And then what happened that exposed him? The strike that hit him in the gut. He ran up against Meredith. Ray tried to use he got hit with the YouTube strike. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, a lot of these, some of these things that they say, there's a little box on there. I was told, that you can report and it's confidential. They'll never even know it was you. So if someone says something that's so horrible, you sexually perverted, people have the right to hit that box and report it. And after so many reports, YouTube gets fed up and they just take your channel down. And listening to Brett, he exposed how he is. Oh yeah, Brett. He would have Brett say all the most horriblest things. Absolutely, man. So Ray from Dallas. So when he appealed, he has to give his government name. He has to give his real identity because YouTube is paying him. You know what? I think Aiden just pushed her in the corner and hurt her so bad. That I mean, at one time, when people say that, I try to think, at one time, it wasn't always bad. What did you do to drive this person to come at you like that, right? Let's keep it real. Like, relationships don't start off where, oh, it's a jealous baby mama drama. She's just crazy. It's always her. She's always crazy. I seen a restraining order against a teacher allegedly, and that was their excuse. Oh, his baby mom is so crazy, she's making it up. But a judge agreed that there should be a 1 year restraining order from something made up. I don't think the judge will have a 1 year abusive, restraining order against a biological parent. Yes, he said horrible, horrible things that were just awful. Yep, absolutely. And one day I'll go look for that and I will actually play that. Yep, messaging his daughter was screaming. Yep. And then he blamed that on, he said Meredith told him to do that too. If she told you to throw your daughter allegedly off the couch, are you going to do that? Oh, the restraining order. It's nothing to do with Turtleboy, but we'll get into that one day. Yeah, there was a restraining order about a teacher that worked at a school. I found, some information online that they were already talking about it. And I read it and I see the little girl's name on it and I see the mom's name on it, and then I talk to a source close to the family and they give me other restraining orders from other courts. And it's like, wow, these three different judges thought that this man, should have a restraining order against his biological daughter. So I basically we'll talk about that soon. I have a hearing coming up, but I don't want to get lost on this Ray from Dallas shit. So there was a strike, so Ray ended up appealing the strike. So once the original information got out there and then once Ray's identity became public, it didn't take no time at all from Alex from Dallas appeared up on the panel and it was a happy birthday bash. James Jackson was living it up. And this dude Alex came up and Ray bounced. Yes, we hear that too. That the daughter don't even want to have nothing to do, and there's a new correctional officer that's sleeping in Aiden's old bed. That's sleeping with Aiden's wife. Congratulations to him. I hope it's not the same correctional officer that's going to be, up there with Aiden, but one thing I learned, you got a problem with a correctional officer, you got a problem with a lot of correctional officers. So Ray ends up bouncing. And Ray hasn't been seen since. And we're not going to believe all that BS about my lawyer, your Timu lawyer. Because what happened? Didn't your Timu lawyer get reported to the Bar Association allegedly? That's what I heard. The emails of the cease and desist. Now, anybody that got a cease and desist, right, it's not valid. You want to know why it's not valid? If a lawyer ever sends you legal documents online, it must have the law firm's actual email. They cannot do it from their personal email. That's a rule. That's very, very smart, man. I think that's one of the smartest things I've heard all day. But you cannot use a personal email. So you're sending, and not only that, the Timu lawyer was using her law firm's company letterhead. So when people complained and people called the law firm, well, guess what? The law firm was not happy at all about the Timu lawyer. And now the Bar Association knows what the Timu lawyer was doing. And is the Timu lawyer even registered in either state with the Bar Association? I'm just asking for a friend. Come on now. The Timu lawyer. So all that legal stuff that, my lawyer said this, my lawyer said that. Did your lawyer tell you to bounce off the stream? And just talk to Alex, man. And Alex walked into, here's the other thing that just said, okay, that's it. Team Alex. Alex is an ex-con, right? Alex is a straight-up convict, money man. He's about getting that $75,000. You know, Timu's getting a bad rep. Absolutely. Alex is a moneymaker. Don't mess with the police. You could tell. That boy is not going to walk into a police station and tell them police a lie. If the grape allegation against Will Henry is true, the police report would not be available, but his charging documents would be public information. Reports are private. I heard he left with the bartender, Chris, at the Omni. He said JFK was there. I'm like, what do you think? What do they run Boston? You know what I mean? They're everywhere. They're in the park with you when your dog's taking a shit. Like JFK and James, they're everywhere, man. Leave them alone, Will. Stop. You were bored as fuck when JFK went away for that 10 days. You didn't know what to say. So soon after Ray's identity became public, Alex popped on the scene and Ray bounced. He was gone. You heard it from him again a couple of days later when he says, I don't even know that man. My family hardly knows that guy. And then you had his cousin Corey, which shout out to him because that first day Corey came up, he wasn't capping. He wasn't even talking shit about. He said, I don't believe that he did this. I don't believe he did this. You know what I mean? And they still threw Corey under the bus. Had that poor boy thrown out of his stepdad's house, his father's house. That vindictive sister of his went over there and took all his shit out of his house and put it in the car. I'm like, that's foul. Because he's not taking Ray's side. Is that why? Because he's not taking Ray's side. Come on, man. That ain't even right. All right, give me 1 second, man. I'm going to play the song dedicated to all the victims out there. Dedicated to Alex, man. Someone should tag Alex, send him this. But Alex, man, this is for you guys. Rise up, stand up.
We're taking a stand for every survivor. We break the silence on command. Yo, are we condemning the man, painting them with blame, not believing the truth, calling survivors insane? Alex, I stand with you, you're not alone in this fight. We're tearing down the shame, stepping into the light. Predators lurk, they hide in the night. Turtleboy pops up, ready to ignite. Re-traumatizing victims, shaming they past, calling them liars, but this truth's gonna last. We rise up, we stand united in the fight against the evil. Through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pains. Yeah, Melanie Little, stop backing so proud, bragging about the fortune, got your head in the cloud. You supported Ray from Dallas, what's the deal? How you still stand with him after all the survivors appeal? You said you fight back, but where's your support? Grifting on their backs, how do you report? Deceptions in the shadows, hiding what's true, we're calling you out. It's time to break through.
This is for the children who suffer in silence, for the ones who got lost in the cycles of violence. Stand up together, break the spell of the weak, we're done with the silence. United we
rise up, we stand united in the fight against the evil. Through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain.
Time to bring down Will the glare of Uncle Debbie too? Mental instability, it's time to see it through. Jessica Machado, your hatred for Nan's clear. You hide behind your anger, it's time we persevere. Raised dressed like a sheep, but he's hunting on kin. A wolf in disguise, but we'll never give in. This fight ain't over, we're rising like flames. For every survivor, we're calling out names.
We rise, we shout against all the lies. No more stigma, no more alibis. Stand with us, hear every survivor's decree. Against the predators, we'll stand strong and free. Listen up. We're taking a stand for every.
Yo, let's keep it real. It's a turtle tale. No detail too small. Yeah. Yeah, you thought it was cool playing those sides, right? Recording Karen, yeah, you lied and denied, man, what a sight. Double down on the mess like it's all a game. Talking big, selling out world, but don't it feel lame? Jokes about her parents thought it'd make you tough, but she lost her home, that struggle is rough. You asked her to rock it with you, to hit the stage, but she turned it down, see who's stuck in the cage. Turtle, where's the hustle, where's the grind? Living on the couch, man, that's no way to unwind. Your case came along, put you on a path. While Karen stays real, you just do the math. Free Karen.
Okay, I'm back. Yep, so Ray, once Ray's name became public, Alex came in, Ray disappears, and here we are. We had Corey on, and instead of stepping back, right, instead of saying, this is some serious shit, let's handle this with care. What did friggin' Turtleboy do? What did he do? He turned it into a friggin' mess. He turned it into content. He interviewed Alex after he already writes a blog, says all this shit about him, already has Alex feeling uncomfortable. Alex tells him, I'm the victim. Bang, you're the victim. Whoa. It should have either stop the interview or just say, oh, okay, we'll have to look into this later. But no, you mock them, you laugh at them, you criticize them. And this is the man that does what? He stands for who? He stands for victims. People like, oh, he's gonna come. Like, he ain't coming. Like, big deal. Not really worried about him, worried about what's right. Like, how can you trust a man like that? This is just a hustle to him. What does he call it? The grift. The grift. They're grifting. You're grifting. Instead of saying, you know what, maybe I should handle this a little better. But no, instead of showing empathy, instead of seeing, feeling bad for him, or at least just ask him some questions that, this is a man who claims to fight for victims, right? But when the victims wasn't convenient for him, when the victim wasn't useful for his narrative, he laughed at the victim. That should tell you everything about who that man is. That should tell you everything about who that man is. This is who that man is. Now, disclaimer, this is graphic content, but this is how this man thinks.
How's everyone doing out there tonight? Like, I have these thoughts in my head. I think 14-year-olds are hot. Like, it turns me on. Like, just does it for me. Like, bro, I have these fucking thoughts in my head. Fantasy on by kids. I'm into that, like, am I not supposed to do that? Like, some people like a gun pointed at their head during sex. But at the same time, it's like, there's no challenge.
Imagine this guy. And this is your guy, this is the guy that you want to give, all this money to, a big legal defense fund.
There, right? How's everyone doing out there tonight? Like, I have these thoughts in my head. I think 14-year-olds are hot. Like, it turns me on. Like, just does it for me. Like, bro, I have these fucking thoughts in my head. Fantasy with rape. Fucking kids. Into rape fantasies. Like, raping a 13-year-old, getting turned on by kids. I'm into that, like, am I not supposed to do that? Like, some people like a gun pointed at their head during sex. But at the same time, it's like, there's no challenge there. Right? Bro, if you don't throw a hot one in me, raw dog. Oh, yeah, this is a weird topic, I know. It's a weird thing to talk about, but I guess it's natural. This is a sex cult, okay? So we could talk about these things here. I'm into that shit. Are you working with the feds? How's everyone doing out there tonight? Like, I have these thoughts in my head. I think 14-year-olds are hot. Like, it turns me on. Like, just does it for me. Like, bro, I have these fucking thoughts in my head. Fantasy with rape. Fucking kids. Into rape fantasies. Like, raping a 13-year-old, getting turned on by kids. I'm into that, like, am I not supposed to do that? Like, some people like a gun pointed at their head during.
But this is who that guy is. Now, the original clip, also the Matthew Farwell document that was being referred to by Aiden Connie, followed by two of the clips where he was in no way, shape, or form talking about Matthew Farwell or Sandra Birchmore. The comments below say, he's so, with the green emoji or poison sticker thing, it makes me feel like I need to shower. Another one says, also things like that make more sense as well. IMO, his own words, can't be alone with his own daughter, has used their, NAKED pitches to set someone else up. Trash, he's straight, and it cuts out there. But, yep, that's who that man is. Yes, the Timu lawyer. Absolutely. I mean, you could go back and watch it. It's the Farwell. They were referring to Farwell, but you could tell in that he has what's called a sex cult, and they get together and talk about whatever it is they talk about. But is that makeup or is he bleeding where? In the video? I don't think I've seen any blood in the video. He's discussing no one has to put filth in Aiden's mouth. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But so when he interviewed Alex, Alex told him directly, I am the victim, right? But he didn't show him any compassion. And then we get to the part nobody wanted to even talk about the payments. So Big Drea, she called herself. I think I'm Big Drea. I'm Big Drea. Nobody can beat me. That's what's a tough girl. I want to mess with Big Drea. But she's a relative to Ray from Dallas, like mama best friend, kind of, sort of, but not really. You always have that best friend. You know, do you think he would show Alex compassion? Even I knew that was coming. Couldn't listen. I didn't think he was going to like laugh, because I think like you're laughing at. I mean, you're laughing at people that had that sexual assault issues. This is why people. Now, what if there's somebody else that seen Alex and was like, "Wow, how friggin' strong he is." I'm gonna come forward now, and then, oh, wait a minute, and then sees him laughing at the kid. He ain't got molested. He ain't get blah, blah, blah. You didn't have to go in on him like that. Well, you think maybe someone's gonna be normal, but he had to do that for Ray from Dallas. But still, like, no compassion at all. And I think Jay Brill said it best, man. Aiden never had any consequences. No one ever smacked him in the fucking head. That's what he needs, a good fucking backhand. Excuse my language. That's the only word I know that goes with backhand. Maybe it's from back, from the hill and stuff, but he never had any consequences, man. Where's his family at his court date? Does anyone ever see his family? His family's like MIA. Don't have nothing to do. Like, I ain't going. His family don't show up to his court dates. He never had any consequences. I mean, you would think his family would show up and get his back. I know he has family. I know he has sisters and brother or whatever, but they don't. Do they have his back? And then they say, come on, tough guy. Come on, tough guy. We're going to roll. And then when you go or you say, all right, I'm coming. Oh, we're going to call the cops. And then when we talk about the payments, right? Originally, when they asked that question about when JFK threw out there, like, want to make sure, let it be known, she was too quick to come out and say, yeah, hell yeah, I charge Ray. There wasn't no hesitation. She didn't have to think of a lie, make up a lie. That lie detector test said she's telling the truth. She said, yep, just like I charged JFK. Yep, just like he's going to pay too. I believe he paid her something. Or she's getting something out of it. She ain't doing nothing for nothing. She don't care about. She's like, hell no, I'm gonna take them white people's money. Hell yeah, she said that. I'm taking advantage of this. This is a money train. You know what I'm saying? They seen, oh shit, white boy, yup, what? Oh, you can say trigger. Shit, you can say trigger all you want. Hell, you pay me. She said, I need a fee to talk about the situation. Yo, have more streams and views. I'm happy with my 30. It'll get up there. I'll get a couple hundred off this. But I'm on the road to 500, so check it out. Go over to YouTube. I appreciate it, man. Follow me on YouTube, subscribe, like, get me in the algorithm so I can keep, talking, bringing you the truth, with no chaser or business. It's a hustle. But Aiden has to pee on the electric fence to learn lessons, right? Like, don't touch that. Don't touch that red button. Oh, this one? Yeah, that one. Speaking of business, man, if you like the content, I don't have the cash chats or whatever, but you guys hit up the Cash App. Can we keep it real? Also, Venmo, the same word. Can we keep it real? One word. I really appreciate it. Lots of trolls coming for me in the JFK video comment section. Probably Turtleboy and Glare fake accounts. They do triggered. Yeah, you just stand. You know what? The best bet is you just ignore them. In the JFK video comment section. You know what? The moderators over there will take care of that. Just let JFK know. That's all. But then when the story shifted, right, when it came time over on Turtleboy's chat, right? Oh no, I only charged JFK, and then she had a lot of the screwed up thing was like they mocking Kevy Kev and his prayer. Like Kevy Kev's a good dude, straight up, just a good man. And if you listen to Kevy Kev, he don't talk much, but when he does, right, he's humble. He's very, very intelligent, and he always has a gem. He always has a gem, and you're laughing at him about praying to the Lord our Father. So you laugh at sexual assault survivors. You laugh at prayer. Boy, you are going to hell. And now going to be appearing, they're going to push something today. I think I heard he's going to, or last night, what I got out of that stream is that, she might be going after Kate Peters. Kate Peters, you might have, what's her name? Wilson and Big Drea. Big Drea is coming. No, it's Big, yeah, but her nickname, Big Drea. That's what she was saying. I'm Big Drea. So, the chat room's a high school mean girl forum. That's all. Sticks and stones. Absolutely. So it's interesting to say because I'm sure he has to give, Andrea information about whatever she's gonna talk about. Meredith, I think they were saying, and Kate Peters. Which is crazy. So, she's gonna be the next female blogger in his circle, man. This guy's building his own RICO case. He's building his own damn organization. The same pattern we've seen for years. When he had the guy Brett on, Kate Peters can't be rattled. Her skin is fortress. Right? Like, yo, that lady, like, even her and Brett, I heard Brett talking with JFK, and Brett was like, yeah, me and Kate Peters ended up becoming friends again after we got away from the damn turtle. He's a piece of garbage. He don't care about anything or anyone. Nope. Because it's, because Turtleboy, I guess, gonna go to war for TB. you know? And I'm sure TV is going to push the YouTube channel. We'll see tonight. It's supposed to be, I think, 8 o'clock Dallas time or 7 o'clock. So it'll be an hour difference, but I'm sure, she'll be running her trap, going to be a Ray from Dallas female version. So now you got Ray from Dallas and Drea from Dallas. You know? But little do they know, right? This isn't about Turtleboy. It ain't about Ray. It ain't about friggin' Alex. You know what this shows more than anything? How you can have an online movement and it can become real world situations fast. And you could also twist the people into characters and have them reacting and doing things that are just crazy. And this is about how we use other people's trauma where it becomes content. Loyalty. What does that become? It becomes valuable. And that's why I say I ain't in this to make any friends. Because I remember, when I was doing this before, seeing how creators manipulate vulnerable people to fight their battles. And then when the truth starts to get uncomfortable, what happens? They pivot, right? They try to rewrite history. They try to rewrite the friggin' story. And then, like I said last night, they recruit new people. Because, he's got to keep the machine running. And that's all Turtleboy has been doing. Recruiting new people. Because now we have what? A family conflict, right? Is now YouTube entertainment, right? We're all curious. When's the next one dropping? Now poor Corey has nowhere to live. Get thrown out. Because what? He's said the truth. You can't run a business and have your clients become friends. Business falls apart. Absolutely. So now you got Turtleboy that took a serious allegation and treated it like a friggin' joke. People are being paid to talk, then denying it. Creators who claim that they fight for the victims, you mocked one on camera. Even if maybe there was a chance, but you didn't even, what is this called? Confirmed bias? To my legal people out there, right? Confirmed bias. Isn't that what Turtleboy did for Ray? You mock the victim, and at that time, you're mocking all the victims. You're laughing at them all, and that you can't spin it. But you're going to keep feeding his attention. The cycle will just keep continue, right? But here on this platform, you got to keep it real. Call out the bullshit, protect the truth. Always stand with the victims, always stand with the survivors. Because we all know one. You all look to the right, you all look to the left. Confirmation bias. I knew I was close. There's victims all around us. You know, how you think Ray felt, right? Instead of met with compassion, nope, laughing at him. That's hard to take. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. We're going to play some music.
Listen up, I got a story to tell about the strong women who raised me well. Yo, I grew up in a house full of queens, strong women teaching me to chase my dreams. Saw my mom grind, juggling, working home. Taught me respect, made me feel less alone while you flex your muscles, thinking that's power. I learned true strength in the toughest hour. You swing fists, you think that makes you a man, but real warriors protect, they don't need a hand. Yeah, it's respect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor they fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light. My grandmother's wisdom, it echoes in my soul. Treat women with respect, that's how you roll. You think aggression's a sign of your might, but a real man knows how to stand up and fight. For those who can't, for those who are weak, instead of throwing punches, have a heart when you speak.
Yeah, it's respect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor they fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
You're a king now, you ain't got the throne. Real kings uplift, they're not out here alone. In a world where ego rules, I stay grounded and true. Building up my circle like my mother's taught me to do. So listen close, this isn't just art, it's a testament of strength, straight from the heart. I'm a product of queens, respect in my veins. Let the legacy live on through joys and the pains.
Yeah, it's respect over aggression, that's the game we play. Real strength comes from the heart, it ain't just a display. For every queen that raised me, I honor their fight. In a world full of chaos, I'm just seeking the light.
Yeah. You know the story. It's heavy in the air. When a father turns to shadows, how could you even dare? Yo, Will Henry, you a sucker. Let's break it down. Claim you a man, but where's your crown? Put your hands up, kid.
You listen up. We're taking a stand for every survivor. We break the silence on command. Yo, are we condemning the man, painting them with blame, not believing the truth, calling survivors insane? Alex, I stand with you, you're not alone in this fight. We're tearing down the shame, stepping into the light. Predators lurk, they hide in the night. Turtleboy pops up, ready to ignite. Re-traumatizing victims, shaming they past, calling them liars, but this truth's gonna last.
We rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pains.
Yeah, Melanie Little, stop backing so proud, bragging about the fortune, got your head in the cloud. You supported Ray from Dallas, what's the deal? How you still stand with him after all the survivors appeal? You said you fight back, but where's your support? Grifting on their backs, how do you report deceptions in the shadows? Hiding what's true, we're calling you out. It's time to break through.
This is for the children who suffer in silence, for the ones who got lost in the cycles of violence. Stand up together, break the spell of the weak. We're done with the silence. United we
rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain.
Time to bring down Will the Glare, Uncle Debbie too. Mental instability, it's time to see it through. Jessica Machado, your hatred for Nan's clear. You hide behind your anger, it's time we persevere. Raised dressed like a sheep, but he's hunting on kin. A wolf in disguise, but we'll never give in. This fight ain't over, we're rising like flames. For every survivor, we're calling out names.
We rise, we shout again.
Listen up. We're taking a stand for every survivor.
Yo, we living in a storm. You feel the heat? Cease and desist, the letters drop on the concrete.
Yeah. How many times they served them, count the notes again. Opponent can't say hi, yeah, we know the names cause they tend to pull that paper quick. It's a game they play. Palazzo, Murray, Braga, lawsuit on the way. Lawyer up cause the guilty got the shadiest moves. Hiding behind they titles while they take off they shoes.
Cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we point the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, Billy, don't you have some makeup to put on? Head into the shower room, but where's the truth gone? Anna Maria, what a tale to throw around. Social media buzzing, watch the drama resound. Sleeping around campus, are you set to teach? What example you setting your message out of reach? Man, teachers doing wrong, they get them on replay. Bailey's game is so weak, send her back to the play. Predatory instincts, what's the lesson to learn? You think the tables turn when it's your turn to burn. Cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we pouring the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight. Yo, cease and desist, coming down like a fist. Teachers preaching right, but man, they don't get it. Keep it real on the podcast, we pouring the light. Show the world the truth, ain't no hiding from sight.
Yo, special man with a word like restraining orders. One for his own daughter, ain't doing this supporters. Another level low, where morals just drift. Parenting's a skill, man, you missed that gift. It's a cycle of hurt, but he don't even see the damage that he does when you lack empathy.
Teachers should uplift, nurture and inspire, but we see the shadows and they rise ever higher. Look closely, don't ignore the cries of the youth. We gotta stand together, gotta fight for the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cease and desist, echo through the halls they roam, but the truth won't be silenced from the kids finding home. It's a call to be better, let the past fall away. Pawn again, say hi, let them know we're here to stay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
There we go. What was I looking for? But I'll tell you what, when I was watching the Turtleboy and when he was going over, the interview and he started laughing, I was just like, wow. Look at this man, a real friggin' special one here. A man like Alex, regardless of what his criminal history is, and like I said, do you think that if a judge really thought that, police can do some creative writing in them police reports, right? But why didn't Alex go to prison? Did he go to prison for attacking that man? Did we see the pictures? Because I think the pictures might tell a different story. But anybody can get them. You just got to put in Freedom of Information Act to the police department and get them. But no, instead of giving this guy the benefit of the doubt, meet him with compassion, he's met with laughter, friggin' mockery. What happens when somebody finally speaks their truth in a space? That's never built to hold it. And that's what happened. And what happens to the next guy that wants to speak their truth? But I know they're just going to clip shit and laugh at it because, they don't know what it's like, to be assaulted and all that stuff, afraid. It's nice to criticize people in front of strangers, all the trolls, but how much it must have been so tough for Alex to get up and walk into that police station. He is not going to do that. And because he was harmed as a child, he didn't come in loud. We didn't hear him yelling. He wasn't getting all aggressive. He wasn't even looking for attention, come in and scream some Jerry Springer shit. He came in shaken, vulnerable. He was probably nervous. The way people, he was nervous, man. He held everything inside for so long. And whether people believe him or not, how are you just going to say he's lying just because you feel he's lying? Like, why does he not get the benefit of the doubt? We don't know, Alex, but we know the type of person that Ray from Dallas has been the last several months. And exactly, and not only that, what did he say about the dude's mom? Called her a filthy crack whore. He's a POS that's gonna get what's coming. Believe that, Jack. Yeah, that one, man. I thought they had some luck last night, but yeah, maybe we can start talking about that because that is like, I don't know what's going on with that, man. Is it a family member, inside person, like crazy? But yeah, what he said about someone's mom, man, and mothers and kids and people that are deceased, they should definitely be off the table. And kids, you got a problem with me? Come at me. Come at me. You got a problem, like, so leave my mom alone. My mom will kick your ass anyway, man. My mom grew up in Roger Williams Projects in Providence. Google it. It was like, yo, it was some real shit going on in Roger Williams PJs, you know. But yeah, my mom was the type jump off the porch, like, what's up? She had me young. Let's keep it real. That's enough to get your ass beat where I'm from. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. A lot of these things, you hear things and it's like, wow, man, like, how do you not react next time you see each other? All that stuff that was going on with James Jackson, salute to him, like, I brought up his mental health a couple times, because I was like, this poor kid's gotta be going through it. Salute to salute to you, James. He's gotta be going through it. I mean, and Turtleboy never did no damn investigations in his life. He takes he content farms, it's called content farming. Like I said, and whether people believe Alex or not, whether the story's proven or disproven, one thing is undeniable. What Alex did took courage. And people forget what it means to carry a top stock secret for 27 years. Has anybody ever carried a secret so dark for that long that you would tell nobody? 27 years of silence eating at you like, oh my God, I can't believe I let that do. I can't believe he did that to me. 27 years of wondering, is anyone even going to believe you? 27 years of watching the person that did that to you just live free, live loud, live obnoxious, live confidently, while you're trying to make sense of what happened to you while your head got flipped upside down When Alex spoke, you could hear the years in his voice, just the years just coming out of his. You could hear he was exhausted. The fear. He didn't want to be dismissed again. The years of letdown that Alex went through. That's exactly what happened. That is the truth. But you can't get it, no friggin' basic human decency, right? And Turtleboy, he laughs, he criticizes, he mocks. He turned that man's pain into a friggin' punchline. He turned his pain into a punchline.
On it, and it's like, what the fuck?
So but that's fucking bullshit that I'm responsible for Will.
Well,
How?
that's what they think.
Oh, fuck what they think.
And
That's
even I think that. Even I think that.
I am not. Will is a whole. That takes away his agency. That takes away.
Yeah, he's a simp. I mean,
he's not though. He's got a whole. He existed before me. He had a whole fucking thing, a platform before me. He's been doing this for years, right? Being fueled by someone who we're not going to talk about. Okay, clearly they're getting their marching orders from someone who can make it stop whenever they want, but isn't.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Because I talked to her too. I mean, my feeling is she just wanted the shit between you and her to stop. And I'm not speaking for her. Like I am not her spokesperson. She didn't tell me this, but I'm reading between the lines just from. I just feel like that's it. She just didn't want. She wanted people to know why you were mad at her. I think is my feeling on it. You know, you guys have
point out.
It's pretty obvious.
Message received. So we good. Like, what are we doing?
That's what I'm not her spokesperson. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not her spokesperson. I'm just. I would love to see it stop. Honestly, like between you and her, if I could be the mediator, I don't have to like everything that you do either.
And that's fine. I know that. Yeah, like not everyone.
And I know you don't like everything that I do.
I don't mind anything that you do. I mean, I don't mind. It's like I was just making one slight comment about like
I didn't care about that.
Yeah,
I want you to do good. I feel like you're blowing it. I do.
I'm blowing it. How am I blowing?
Yeah, a little bit.
How?
Because of this Karen shit. I feel like it's just too much. It's like,
what am I supposed to do? I'm not the one talking about it.
I don't know. Maybe we should talk about it off the air.
I built my base and my following through ratchets and exposing shitty behavior. And people like some of the biggest stories I've ever wrote are just about scumbags acting.
I think you're bigger than that. I think you're bigger than that now, though. I do. I hate that. I mean,
he was right. He said you should have been. Turtle should have been bigger than that. But you know what? That's not who he is. That's not what he's used to. You know, that's not what that guy knows. He don't know how to be that big a friggin' person. And he's obsessed with the friggin' merited shit. Obsessed with it. Everything. Merited.
Because let's be very clear. I dated Meredith O'Neill. It was not a real fucking relationship. Dated Meredith O'Neill for a year and a half. Relationship. It was all fake. We weren't in a relationship. Meredith.
I have no interest at all in discussing my ex-girlfriend.
Meredith. I'm not siding with Meredith. Meredith, the woman by the name of Meredith. You a mod for Meredith? Did you speak with Meredith about this? Meredith O'Neill, former scorned ex-girlfriend. Obviously, Meredith. Did Meredith tell you the word blackmail? Meredith, this is what you got in bed with. You thought you could take me down with this motherfucker? Oh, so Meredith tracked this guy down.
My ex-girlfriend.
You and Meredith before or after you spoke with Meredith? Meredith 5150
is trying to like divide me and Melanie a little. A lot of the things that I said about the Broncos honestly came, the negativity came from that. And, it's kind of planted in my head that like, this is
Meredith O'Neill.
I used to pay $15 a month to be in his Turtle Club, but thanks to your new information, I'm out.
I don't think I'm accountable to anything. You know what I mean? So of course, Meredith,
a former girlfriend, people want to harm you. People want to harm you.
She has had that we know between Meredith,
an NDA in hindsight. The last one offered to sign.
Ex-girlfriend.
It's like they want to like put you in jail. Like
with Meredith.
Please don't try to send me to jail on Christmas. That's all I ask.
Spoke with Meredith. After Meredith gets Meredith O'Neill. All right. Meredith O'Neill. So Meredith, did Meredith use Meredith
jacket on? So
you
it's
and
all
Meredith,
one day.
Meredith, he's spoken with Meredith. Meredith.
How many times can you say is right? Why people seem to be scared of this guy is amazing. You are correct. Had my head in the clouds. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, man. In one day, how many times can he say, Meredith? Meredith made me do it. Did Meredith make you do it? It's like, damn, bro, obsessed much? Okay, here's some more. Meredith. Let's see what she has to say.
You're right, and I never should have stayed with you. I never should have stayed with you. I'm totally disgusted with you. I'm disgusted with myself for staying with you, and now I never want to talk to you again. I want you to leave me alone. Fine, you want to ruin my life and do a show about me? Go ahead, Aiden. I don't
doing a show about you. I'm just giving it to you.
Fine, go ahead, Aiden. I don't care.
It doesn't need to be that way.
I don't want to talk to you. I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, you got to own up to this, Meredith. You did this.
No, I didn't.
Own your part.
I didn't.
You did nothing wrong. Nothing.
I vented to somebody I thought I could trust.
What?
I vented to somebody I thought I could trust.
Oh, just him, huh? No one else.
Well, Deanna and Lauren.
What?
Deanna and Lauren, yeah.
You also told Karen.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Karen told Joe that.
No, she didn't.
You also told Joe that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna admit to something I didn't do.
You said it in text to him, and then you deleted it.
No, I didn't.
You did not want me to see the text. You did not want me to see the text where you contacted Karen. You did not want me to see that.
And I don't give a shit. Think what you want. I'm not spending any more time on the phone with you. Leave me alone. Do whatever you want to do with that. Have you contact my work. I don't give a shit. Just leave me alone.
Okay. That's really what you want. We can do that. I don't think it's what you want, y'all.
I want to be left alone. So, you know what?
Being left alone is not.
And he's loving this. He's fucking loving this.
We need to have a discussion about this. That's how we fix this.
No, we're not.
O'Neill, Meredith O'Neill.
You started a whole bunch of fucking shit.
No, I didn't. You know what? But now I will just talk to Karen at this point because honestly,
What's she gonna do? What the fuck is she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
I don't know.
What are you gonna tell her? What are you gonna tell her? It's recording. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, Aiden.
What the fuck did you possibly tell Karen? You can't tell her anything.
Okay.
I mean, you could. She already fucking knows everything. What are you gonna tell her?
Okay.
So what are we gonna do, Meredith? How are we gonna avoid this from fucking blowing up?
I just want us to go to the race. I blocked you. I wanted to stay
that shit, because that's a bunch of fucking lies. The whole I want to be left alone thing, that's a fucking lie. What are we gonna do?
We're not. I don't think we should do anything there anymore. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you.
Why shouldn't I fucking announce what your part?
Fine, go ahead. I don't give a shit, Aiden.
I think you do give a shit.
I don't. I don't anymore. I don't care anymore. Just leave me alone.
I don't think you do. Meredith, you can cry and you can pretend. You can do your whole thing there. You can pretend that you don't care. You care. You don't want this. I don't want this either. If I was a douchebag, I would just fucking posted it. But I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to hurt you like you've hurt me. I don't want to do that.
Eden, go ahead. Because nothing I say is going to convince you, so I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You know what would convince you, Meredith? An apology.
I've apologized for talking to Joe. I've already done that about 30 times.
God damn. Make them mad, your secrets are coming out. You know, and I guess Turtleboy shared a lot of things with Meredith, you know, but I saw a clip of Turtleboy saying he wanted to be left alone, but when Meredith said she wants to be left alone, he wasn't hearing that. I wish Karen would press charges for illegal wiretapping her. I'll tell you what, I think they're going to use the clip with Turtleboy laughing at our friend Alex and talk about bad faith, or maybe during sentencing. You know, how are they going to talk about it then? Aiden plays dirty. Yeah, and then he sends his people after you. You know, maybe he'll have the Timu lawyer preserve your phones.
But you don't know Ray from Dallas.
I don't. I believe that people are innocent until proven guilty. And you seem to believe that. Yes,
do you
I do.
Really?
Yes.
So it was okay. It's okay for you to call people murderers without proving it in a court of law.
It has been proven. I mean, are you here to stand for the McAlberts?
Nope. I'm just here to say we can accuse people of things, and if we are telling the truth, we will not have any repercussions.
The difference between this guy and the McAlberts is there is ample amounts of evidence showing that the McAlberts were involved in a murder.
But you don't know Ray from Dallas.
And that when it comes to sexual assault, that's as good as evidence as you can get. Because why would he make this up? Like,
wait, hold on.
Because why would he make this up? Like,
What if they have a past history of lying? Be very clear, there is zero evidence that Ray from Dallas has sexually abused anyone. No evidence. Nobody's buying your fucking lies. You were never sexually assaulted. Weren't raped. You're not a victim. So he was lying. And
but in sexual assault, it is because, like, why would he make this up?
There's no if about this. He's a liar. He was never diddled. He was never sexually assaulted.
He's gonna go out like 15 years after he still has a grudge against. He's just gonna make something up. No. This is completely legitimate.
You are a lying maggot piece of shit, and your mom is a stupid crack whore. That's why you're a piece of shit, because your mom is a crack whore.
A lot in any other crime that's not evidence, but in sexual assault it is, because, like, why would he make this up?
All right, what else we got here?
There ain't no way he's lying, bro.
Well, let's see the police report.
This is 2 reports.
Yeah, he's lying to you about going to the police.
But these are the reports.
He didn't go to the police. I'm telling you right now, there is no way this guy went down to the police and said, I got fucking diddled. There's no way.
It'd be traumatizing to have to talk about it.
Bro, thank you for understanding, bro.
Nah.
So I'll never fault.
I never would have expected that nigga. I never would have, fooled.
I will never fault like a person who doesn't speak up about being sexually assaulted. Because
just thank you, bro. Understanding, bro. Cause like you know me, like you know I want to take this shit to the grave.
Yeah, and
that's not. I've never been in their position, so I'll never cast judgment on them.
And then what? So hypocritical, right? So hypocritical. And he couldn't have human decency. He criticized. He turned his pain into a joke. He turned it into a punchline. You know, and how is that okay? And I'm sure Corey has his issues, but you know what? The interview I seen, he knows right from wrong. And he wasn't even really coming in hard on Ray from Dallas. Who needs to be in a secured institution? Oh, Aiden, absolutely. I'm sorry. Absolutely. Hey, they actually, Wood Mancy, when he was ready to get out of jail, they actually said, nah, we don't think, even though you did your sentence, and even, I think he even agreed with them, that, yeah, I shouldn't be let out of this place, He shellacked the kid's bones.
Bro, thank you for understanding, bro.
Nah, real shit. I swear, man. I ain't know that shit. I thought it was another situation, bro. I never thought that.
It's like, bro, you understand, bro.
And now I go out for about a whole lot of stuff because things I done been through, man. But I never would have expected that nigga. I never would have, fooled.
I just thank you, bro. Understanding, bro. Like you know me, like I want to take this shit to the grave.
Yeah, and
right.
Like, nigga, I would have never thought that, fool, and that's why even I kept saying yesterday, well, you know what I'm saying, I don't think Correa do that.
We talked about how hot it would be for somebody like Alex, just going by what we know about him, what we read about him. We really don't know him from Adam, but someone that comes from the street, someone that has a criminal background, just for a man in general, it's for a man to get up, go to the police, they say, yo, this dude did something to me, it's nah. Oh, he's gonna do it just because. Oh, he wants clout. That's the kind of clout you want. Like, what the fuck?
Or nothing like that. But for somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody that I know for sure, nigga, to me, nigga is a strong motherfucker. Because nigga, half for the time, nigga, whenever I'm confused at her, who I call her ass, say, man, you know this, man, I don't know about none of this shit. What's going on? Nigga, I don't give a fuck who don't believe you, nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say, nigga. I bag you up on this shit, nigga. Nigga, here or even after this motherfucking lifetime, nigga, I got you. Nigga, I didn't know that. And one thing, nigga, I know for sure, just nigga, who you is, and nigga, how, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, just how you stand. Nigga, you ain't finna be on her, you know what I'm saying, and saying nothing like that. I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was some shit with another situation with a brawl, you know what I'm saying? With a
He didn't even know. He thought it was a totally different situation. Yeah, he didn't even know.
The reason why I didn't drill Alex because he said he was a victim.
Bro, thank you for understanding, bro.
Nah, real shit. I swear, man, I ain't know that shit. I thought it was another situation, bro. I never thought that.
It's all right, bro. You understand, bro.
And you know, now I go off about a whole lot of stuff because things I done been through, man. But I never would expect that nigga.
Alex is Corey is the skinny one. Alex the heavy set one.
Victim. What am I supposed to do? When someone says that happened to him, I'm supposed to fucking interrogate him after? I don't know what to do in that situation. You can only assume that.
We don't want to look like he looked. Even though he has his people that thought it was okay, that definitely wasn't okay. Once he was a victim, the interview should have went a whole different way or stopped. He just kept going as Alex was a witness, not a victim.
That's all. Instead, you wanted to make it about us. You wanted to say the most wildest shit. You told Jay Brill, show up to court. This is what you said about Jay Brill. This is what you said about Jay Brill. Would you believe it?
And yeah, you went through your things like anybody else. No one's perfect. Everyone has a story, but you didn't become a product of it. You rose above it. And that right there, oh, you'll make me cry too, but truly, that's inspirational. And look
at this dude. Look at this dude.
You, but I feel you.
Oh, here comes the fake cry. Here it comes. Here it Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Oh.
Proud of yourself because
and Jay Bro. Thank God Jay Bro there. Thank God
Jay Bro's there. It's a lot. It's been a lot. It's just
like what kind of POS does this dude gotta be to laugh at somebody? Supposedly, Corey got thrown out of where he was living. But right now, he's on the road where he works. But I guess the sister went over there and took all his stuff out the house and put it in in his car, I guess outside. But we'll see what happens. Aiden and his fake ass laugh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, Aiden is someone that claims he fights for victims. Aiden's someone that supposedly he stands for truth. Exposes injustice. Like, none of them things does Aiden do. Aiden don't do none of them things at all. It's friggin' weirdo, right?
And now they're stuck in that position. They better fucking do something.
Wow.
Because they've been talking real tough for their audience. What's going to happen when their audience puts their fucking feet to the fire and says, hey, I thought you were going to do something?
Then you guys call the cops. You guys threaten with statute. I'm a witness.
You ain't going to do shit. Because you ain't about that life. People who are about that life don't fucking talk that much. They just do. And you bitches ain't gonna do shit. Hell yeah, man. I flew first fucking class. Stayed at a luxury hotel. Ate at fancy restaurants.
What happened to the bartender? Where'd you go with the bartender? We got the drop on you. Not we, but someone got the drop on you.
The least fanciest place that I ate at was the best fucking pizza spot in Boston.
Boston.
I let it be known. Where I was, where I was staying. Nothing.
There wasn't chicken broth.
And you know these bitches ain't coming here. You know these bitches ain't coming here. Because that's the facts. Like, I'm not talking tough. I'm just telling you how it is. Because I don't get involved in physical altercations anymore. Because I'm a grown-up. If I feel threatened, then yeah, of course. I'm going to protect myself. By whatever means. Within the boundaries of the law. The law is there for my protection. Why wouldn't I utilize that? I got 50-year-old men and their fucking cronies threatening physical harm on me. Doxing my picture. Talking about where I live. Why the fuck would I not take measures? And that's exactly what it is. And so they can sit there and talk all tough like, well, if it wasn't for him calling the cops, blah, blah, blah. Nah, shut the fuck up. Shut the
Another bitch-made punk threatening to run to the police. Willie Henry. Glad talks sexual violence all the time. No wonder he has all that allegations. Absolutely. Who will he go home with? I heard the bartender. I think his name was Chris. Is that what his name was? God damn, man, the bartender. Bro. He said, I'll take it however I can make it. Damn, he ain't even playing. He went with the damn bartender. Holy snap. God damn. God damn, he went home with the friggin' bartender.
And now they're stuck in that position. They better.
God damn. Yeah, crazy talk though. You know, they'll mock you, they'll criticize you. These guys fight for the victims though. They stand for the truth. They expose that injustice. And then you got Ray from Dallas, the man Alex accused, right? Spend months online attacking anybody who friggin' challenged the friggin' turtle. Hides behind a screen name, hides behind a persona. Loud, aggressive, just disrespectful. But then when his identity got exposed, it was all I'm sorries. And then the man who had so much to say at that point had nothing to say at all. Silence. Because when someone who's been attacking others like he has suddenly goes quiet the moment they get exposed, people notice. Then I think came the pot, right? That made everything even more chaotic when my daddy's best friends, cousins, brothers, but not really, of Ray's. Andrea admitted she charged everybody, Ray, JFK, and even planned to charge Turtleboy until she went on Turtleboy's show and said, no, I only charged JFK. Maybe so, but I believed her when she first said it. It just, she said it too freely. She didn't even think about it. There was no signs of lying. She just said it. Oh, I don't know if he's the pitcher or the catcher. God damn. I'm with JFK. I'm thinking Glare Limp is fake. There's an interview, Chris. Now there's an interview, Chris. Yeah, right? Somebody go get Chris. Let's see how many of these dumb MFs visit him in the pen. You know, we were talking to somebody that works in another state in the prosecutor's office, and they followed this case. They said that if they could prove that he was online to commit criminal acts, then they could make that part of the terms of his release that he cannot be around a computer. He cannot be on a computer. He cannot possess a computer. So there would be his shit. He'll be all done. Convenient, you know, because now she only claims to charge JFK. How convenient. You know, and from what I get out of it, maybe she's being positioned as the next female blogger in the Turtleboy family. None of them have content. It's the same old cycle. Look, find somebody vulnerable. Use their story, right? Rewrite the truth when it no longer benefits the brand. Is feeding the machine. This isn't journalism. He just keeps manipulating shit. See, this episode, I didn't want to prove who was right, who was wrong. It's not about deciding who is guilty. It's not about taking sides in a very personal family, guilt. A big part of it was that I was on here 2 hours. But really, honestly, I got to get my watch hours up. And I need to get to 500 subscribers, on the road to 500, almost there, 4 and change, but no, I'm just kidding. It's about the difference between, being an advocate and doing it just for show. It's about, are you looking for the friggin' truth, or do you just want content? Because to him, it's all about the people that are getting hurt. He don't care. It's entertainment over everything else. And Alex, he didn't want attention. He didn't ask for fame, for clout. He didn't ask to be dragged across, the dark side of the Free Karen Reed movement. He didn't ask to be heard. He just wanted to expose somebody. I mean, you ever tried to, speak your truth? You ever try to say, you know what, I'm finally going to say what I've been holding in, and they laugh at you? Well, what about the next guy that maybe seen Alex and said, you know what, I'm going to open up tomorrow. I'm going to say what happened to me. And then all of a sudden, he sees friggin' Aiden laughing and mocking. He goes, oh, hell no, that's why I have not come forward. You know why? Because you got pieces of shit like Aiden that'll make your pain content. Look, I want you to hear this. Your story matters. Your situation matters. Your courage is real. Even if people listening are not, don't ever think your story don't matter. Alex deserved compassion. He deserved space. He deserved to be treated like a friggin' person. But no, that's just too much. We gotta be in the cool club, But on this platform, we're gonna honor that. We're gonna honor Alex, and we're gonna honor anyone who's ever been brave. We're gonna honor, all the survivors. We're gonna give people enough backbone to speak up in a world that isn't ready to listen. We're going to be here for you.
Absolutely.
Because this is Can We Keep It Real? And today we kept it real for the people who need it most. Did I keep it real today? Did I keep it real? Well, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate y'all. We're on the road to 500. Then we'll work on the other 5. If you like the content, appreciate it. You want to support, you could hit up the Cash App. Cash App, Can We Keep It Real? Also Venmo, Can We Keep It Real? I'm putting some stuff about Craig Price together. A little 15-year-old serial killer out of Rhode Island. Pretty vicious kid. Yeah, so we'll definitely have to check that out. But appreciate everybody.
Done with the lies, done with the hate. Turtle boy, we see you, your time's up, don't wait. Cyberbullying shadows, stalking in the dark, but we rise up strong, ready to make our mark. Give me your we're done with the lies, done with the hate. Turtle boy, we see you, your time's up, don't wait. Cyberbullying shadows, stalking in the dark, but we rise up strong, ready to make our mark.
Checking conspiracies with exes got you rolling in dirt, trying to frame others while you cling to that hurt. Health ain't just a word, man, it's a way to be, but you cling to the chaos, acting all carefree. You thought you could hit and run, leaving scars behind. While we rise and shine, you remain blind, trying to smoke out those who want to keep it real. But Turtle boy, it's your own truth you conceal. People excusing.
I'm a standard, we're done with the lies. Yeah. Listen up, it's Turtle Boy time. Yeah.
Yeah, and Turtle Boy, you twisted, what's the game you play? Flashing pictures of your kids, are we just your prey? In the bathtub, smiling while you shatter trust. Behind your keyboard, breaching every code, that's a must. You talk that talk, but your actions scream loud. Wrecking families like it's nothing, man, you're lost in the crowd. While John O'Keefe's out here standing for his crew. You throwing shade, but we all know the truth. Witness, intimidation, what's your motive, what's your drive? Harassment rolling thick, but so is pressure to survive. You think it's loyalty, but it's willful blindness now. Too many women turning blind eyes, tell me how.
We're done with the lies, done with the hate. Turtle boy, we see you, your time's up, don't wait. Cyberbullying shadows, stalking in the dark, but we rise up strong, ready to make our mark. We're done with the lies, done with the hate. Turtle boy, we see you, your time's up, don't wait. Cyberbullying shadows, stalking in the dark, but we rise up strong, ready to make our mark.
Conspiracies with exes got you rolling in dirt, trying to frame others while you cling to that hurt. Health ain't just a word, man, it's a way to be, but you cling to the chaos, acting all carefree. You thought you could hit and run, leaving scars behind. Listen up,
we're taking a stand for every survivor. We break the silence on command.
Yo, are we condemning the man, painting them with blame, not believing the truth, calling survivors insane? Alex, I stand with you, you're not alone in this fight. We're tearing down the shame, stepping into the light. Predators lurk, they hide in the night. Turtle boy pops up, ready to ignite. Re-traumatizing victims, shaming they past, calling them liars, but this truth's gonna last.
We rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain.
Yeah. Melanie Little, stop backing so proud, bragging about the fortune, got your head in the cloud. You supported Ray from Dallas, what's the deal? How you still stand with him after all the survivors appeal? You said you fight back, but where's your support? Grifting on their backs, how do you report deceptions in the shadows? Hiding what's true, we're calling you out, it's time to break through.
This is for the children who suffer in silence, for the ones who got lost in the cycles of violence. Stand up together, break the spell of the weak, we're done with the silence. United
we rise up, we stand united in the fight. Against the evil, through the dark we bring the light. No more silence, it's time to break the chains. For every survivor, we'll expose the pain.
Time to bring down Will the Glare, Uncle Debbie too. Mental instability, it's time to see it through. Jessica Machado, your hatred for Nan's clear. You hide behind your anger, it's time we persevere. Raised dressed like a sheep, but he's hunting on kin. A wolf in disguise, but we'll never give in. This fight ain't over, we're rising like flames. For every survivor, we're calling out names.